info at WHBC.com.
You can put your debit card away. We're free.
Just turn us on. It doesn't cost anything. 1480 WHBC.
Well, it is a Thursday morning, and that means let's grow together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center, our weekly call-in show. Pam Cook with you this morning. Matt Wagner with us this morning.
Good morning.
And Ms. Rachel Fender. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Good to have you guys in. I was saying earlier this morning, this is our last show of the year.
It is.
No, isn't that crazy?
Till 2026.
What the heck happened? I know. I feel like we were starting to beg for good weather.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like warm weather, you know.
Yeah, it took a while to get here.
It did. It really did. It really did. So I was asking Rachel off the air, are you ready for Christmas, Mr. Matt?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got everything pretty much, I think, taken care of.
That's
Except for my
good.
dad. My dad is always the hardest one to buy for.
Isn't that
we were
funny?
I just, what do you get the guy who gets whatever he wants whenever he wants?
Yes, that's
I don't
exactly
know.
right. I know. Well, maybe like services. Like,
We're going to get him a pair of orthopedic shoes.
There you go.
okay. Because he's not going to go buy those for
No,
himself,
he
is he?
won't. And I don't
That's-
understand.
yeah.
If you're listening, Dad, we're going to get you a pair of shoes and you're going to like it.
And you're gonna,
okay?
and they're going to feel good.
Yes.
And make your back feel better.
Right, knees and back
Knees
and
and back,
everything else.
yes.
It starts at the feet.
That's a good gift.
That's exactly
I like
right.
that.
Yeah, that is a good gift. See, yesterday I had the owner of Classic Vacuum in here, and he was talking about, all the products and stuff. And I said, okay, are husbands allowed to buy wives' vacuums for Christmas? He said, absolutely not.
No.
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 I said, even if that's what she asks for, I guess, she asks for something, right? But you still want to say, yeah, better not. Better include a bottle of perfume.
I was
with
going to
that.
say add something else with it. Yeah.
Sure.
No.
You got your wife's gift already, Matt?
I do.
Wow. I am proud of him.
Yep. Got it all
the
taken
last
care of
minute.
early. She's learned me, so she knows ahead of
She's
time.
learned me.
This is exactly what I want. Here's the websites. I was like, okay, all right.
I tell my kids that same thing. I always say, boy, this would be a great, but then it's like, did you not pay attention to what I was saying,
We're
Dropping hints.
We're slow learners.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Well, we're going to talk gardens and lawns and all that fun stuff and Christmas trees. And so if you have a question about anything, your Christmas tree or your holiday plants, anything like that, winterizing things, just give us a call at 330-450-1480, or you can send me an email at pcook, P-C-O-O-K, at WHBC.com, and they'll be happy to answer the question. I'll be happy to read the question for you.
We do appreciate everybody's calls and questions over the course of the year. It really, you guys are what makes this show.
That's right.
We're just here to answer stuff, and we appreciate the calls. And I think that when people call in, there's 100 other people listening that have those same questions. So I just
agree.
think it helps us all.
Yeah, and we all kind of learn together. I mean, there's stuff that, come up that we don't, that I didn't know, or this or that, or, current things. So.
And I do always say that. I had no idea. Probably is my favorite line. But, because every time somebody calls and asks a question and you come up with the answer, Matt or Rachel, you guys answer, and I'm thinking, oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I love about this industry and the business is there is things. It's always like a learning and
It's changing.
People. Yeah, people always ask, "Are you the expert?" And I like to say, "No, I don't. I don't want to be because
know
then
enough
I
to
stop
be
learning."
dangerous.
There you go. I like that.
Enough to earn my paycheck. How about
Yes,
that, right?
yes. But I always like to be learning.
Yeah, that's a good
always
thing.
new.
That's what we're here for. So, what's the nursery looking like out there, Matt?
Oh, Christmas.
Yeah.
So a lot of ornaments still, a lot of decorations for inside the home. All that stuff is on sale right now. We have a handful of trees left. And if there's anybody that has a needy family or knows of a needy family that needs a tree for them, we're going to go ahead and donate the rest.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
if
awesome.
anybody
Yeah.
needs one, come into the Portage store. Again, that's at the 7211 Portage Street in Maslin. It's just our way of thanking the community and trying to pay it back.
Great idea. That's a great idea. And I know there are people out there,
For sure.
for sure, that could use that and would be so delighted.
Yeah.
And
to
they're
get that
beautiful
tree.
trees,
Yes.
and it's Fraser fir, so they're real soft and
Good
sometimes,
fragrance,
yes,
keep their needles
yeah.
real long. And so
Good.
it's just a way for us to help out. And we had a few people that last week we were doing 50% off to military and first responders, and we had a couple people come in and take advantage of that. So and that's just our way of paying back those that take care of us.
And I also think that some people, like in that instance, maybe thought, I'm not going to do a tree or, a live tree. I'm just, I'll just stick with that old Charlie Brown artificial thing I have and we'll be good. But, you go in there and get something 50% off. You say, I think I'll try it. I haven't had a live tree in a long time,
The
right?
smell in the house and all the other things that go along with it just makes it special and different.
It sure does.
Yeah.
It sure does. I know my kitty cat would not permit it, but
Like, a tree.
a tree,
So I
a
can
real
climb.
live tree
Yeah.
that smells good, like the outdoors.
Yeah. That's true.
It always ends up being like that.
Well, and
so.
I've been working on some stuff for after the first of the year. So we got new plant varieties of 2026. Rachel,
Yeah, I haven't got to that point yet, so I'm very excited. I always like to do that in
Yes,
January and
yes.
stuff. So
And we're going to talk about what's hot and what's not. So we're going to look at last year's new plants and see how they did.
Yes.
So a lot
Okay.
of times, the plant breeders, they say, oh, well, this does this and this does that. And does it really?
Yeah.
So when we get this stuff in, a lot of times, even us at the nursery, we'll take new varieties home, we'll plant them, we'll plant one in a display garden at the nursery, or we'll sell two, and then we get feedback from those customers and find out if it's really as hot as they say it is.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
And then, of course, our spring checklist, we're going to go over all the things that you need to do to be ready to go for spring. I mean, this is the time of year where it's all about preparation.
Yeah. You're dormant.
and dreaming.
Why not
and
sit in the house
Yep.
and have some fun,
plot and
right?
plan and yeah.
Yeah.
Like feed catalogs come in and I get to look at all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It's fun to do on a snowy day.
Yeah.
So.
That's good. It gives you hope.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, spring will be here.
And Matt, I mean, when you look back at last year at this time or whenever you were shopping for all the stuff that you were going to bring to the nursery, I mean, was there anything that really surprised you at all that you were like, wow, that is great, or oh boy, that wasn't so good?
So like nationwide over the past 5 years, it's been part of my job is doing the buying. And the buying has gotten significantly more difficult in the last 5 years. When COVID happened, we were all stuck at home. One of the great things about COVID was that we were allowed to be open. And so people didn't go on vacation, they didn't go do this, but they stayed home and they worked on their homes. Well, our sales increased, and so did every other person in the green industry, because that's where people were focused, was
Yeah.
at home. The growers are growing stuff 5 to 7 to 10 years out, depending on what it is. So when you have an increase in sales, in 2020, we sold the 2021 stock. And then in 22, we sold the 23 stock. And so we've been behind. And so like I would order 100 trees from, say, XYZ. When they would send my confirmation back, I got 23.
Oh boy.
So it makes it tough to match last year's sales without
Yeah.
that inventory. So part of my job has been scrounging, finding new growers, new vendors, and then,
It's tough.
classifying those as good quality too. I don't want
Right.
to just have it to have it. I want to have it because it's good quality, good value.
And comes from an area
Reputable
that's
place.
yes, and we try to
Correct.
keep stuff that's
Very local.
somewhat local,
Yeah,
yes,
as
because
much
of
as
the
possible.
climate. Yeah.
And so this year was the first year I've seen the rebound start, where my
Okay.
confirmation started to come back a little bit better. I mean, I remember back in 2007, 8, and 9, you got 100% of everything you asked for, you got. And so we're starting to see that come back up in the 50, 60 percentile range or even higher now. So that's good. That means the growers have caught back up to what's in demand. And we're able to, again, have that best product at the best price.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. And, I know that you always like to have like fun things to surprise everybody with, right?
I like the new stuff.
Yeah,
The new
we-
stuff's always exciting just to see. There's some new redbud varieties coming out. There's some new dogwood varieties coming out. There's some new shrub varieties coming out. So we'll talk about all those at the first of the year and, start to create a little bit of excitement there. I did get confirmation back on some of these items so that I do know that we're going to have some in the store. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
And then this week or next week, Tyler and I are going to sit down and we go through and we look at what we got, where do we still have holes, who do we need to call to fill in those holes, and then we also start to work on our pricing structure. Having 2 locations, we want to make sure that we're congruent at both locations. I can't sell something for one price and he sells it for
Right.
something else.
Yeah.
So a lot of behind the scenes stuff this time of year. We'll look at our signage, containers, equipment maintenance. And we're doing the same thing I'm going to talk to everybody about on that spring checklist. We're doing that ourselves at the nursery. That way, when 30 trucks show up in March, we're already ready to go. We've got all of that logistic stuff done, and we're just ready to go and, get the work done then.
Yeah. And it's such a process.
Yeah. It is.
People don't see behind the scenes all the things that you make look easy. Here they are. Here's the beautiful things for you to buy.
Yeah.
But it is.
Especially on his end, the trees and the shrubs. There's a lot to get them to our store.
Right.
So.
Yep.
Right.
The logistics with shipping, all of the stuff that in behind the scenes that way. Shipping is also starting to get a little bit better. There was a while where shipping was just out of control.
Yeah.
I think there was one order we put out in Oregon. We ordered the plants, and then they sent me the shipping, and the shipping was more than what the plants cost.
No.
But it took 7 years for the growers to produce those plants. They're working for 2 days. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There
Well,
were some things like that you just got to figure out, and you start to get competitive rates on shipping. You shop that stuff back and forth, and it's just all the logistics to get it there. But I want to get it there at the best price, and I want the highest plants in the store. And again, that's why we do buying from more than one place. We buy as much as we can local here. We're very blessed that just up by Lake Erie, there's a cluster of growers. It's one of the largest clusters in the United States. So there's more growers there than almost anywhere else in the United States. But we do buy a little bit out of the mountains of Tennessee. There's some things down there that are still very hardy, grown out in the fields. They get as cold as we do, but for a shorter window. But those plants during the growing process, the weak ones have been weeded out. They've died. And that's what you want. I don't want to bring in plants from Georgia or Florida. Those plants haven't seen 20, let alone negative 20.
They've been babied.
yeah.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
They would not like it.
It's hard when you explain to customers that not all plants are created equal. Like if you have an endless summer hydrangea that was produced in Florida and one that was grown in Northeast Ohio, that one in Northeast Ohio is significantly hardier.
Tougher.
Yes.
Because
Nice and strong.
up here, it's not uncommon to see a 7 to 10% death rate in the growing. So if you start with 1,000 hydrangeas, you're going to see possibly 100 of those not make actual sellable size because in the growing process they lost them. Well, that makes those plants significantly better for us and for our customers. Yes, we have to pay a little bit more for them, but they're not the same thing. You're not comparing apples to apples unless you know where those plants came from, and your success rate is going to be higher with the northern grown plants.
All right, very good. Well, how about we take our first break and we will come back, talk more about all the fun stuff at Rohr's. It's Let's Grow Together with Rohr's Nursery and Garden Center.
Hi, it's Angie Rohr with Rohr's Nursery. It's officially that magical time of year, Christmas time. That's right, our Christmas shop is officially open 7 days a week at our Portage Street location, your one-stop shop for all holiday decor. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be coming to town, so be sure to check rohrsnursery.com for all upcoming events and sales. Visit us at Rohr's Nursery on Portage Street and rohrsnursery.com.
Rohr's Nursery, we want to be your number one nursery.
In a world that never slows down, there is a place designed to help you pause. At Seven Wonders Aesthetic Spa in Massillon, your time isn't just valued, it's transformed. From rejuvenating facials and advanced skincare to confidence-boosting aesthetics and relaxing treatments, every moment here is curated just for you. Because at Seven Wonders, time is your luxury. Give yourself a moment worth remembering. Book your escape today at sevenwondersaestheticspa.com.
Looking for serenity and rejuvenation? Seven Wonders Aesthetic Spa has you covered. Skin rejuvenation, stress relief, and a radiant transformation are all possible with their cutting-edge technology. Right now, snag a $50 Seven Wonders Aesthetic Spa gift certificate for just $25 exclusively at 330deals.com. That's right, half price. Get in on the half price hookup before they're gone. Visit 330deals.com today.
Your doctor writes you a prescription and you head to the box store pharmacy to get it filled, only to find out it will be hours or maybe even a day before they can fill it. That is not how we do it at Fulton Drugs and Medicap Pharmacy. In most cases, you will get your prescription right away. We value our customers, so we provide fast, friendly customer service. We also offer free delivery and fair prices on prescriptions. We are your neighbors. Medicap Pharmacy in Massillon and Fulton Drugs in Canton, where you won't wait long for your prescriptions.
Are you facing plumbing problems? Trust the plumbing experts at Koblenz Plumbing, Northeast Ohio's reliable choice for over 30 years. At Koblenz, quality is our promise, backed by our 5-star 5-star Google rating. And right now, we're offering an unbeatable deal. $0 diagnostic fee with any repair during normal business hours. From leaky faucets to underground projects, we've got you covered. Hot water heaters, water filtration, sump pumps, and more. Why wait? Call Koblenz Plumbing today at 330-877-8989. Koblenz Plumbing, your trusted plumbing experts for over 30 years.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select power tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery sets, you can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel Battery. For more details, shop online or in-store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only on select items at participating dealers while supplies last.
Visit Bear's Lawn and Garden in North Canton or call 330-499-4544 for Steel deals.
All right, it is a Thursday morning. Let's grow together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center. Yes, we're taking your calls, 330-450-1480. Let us go to the phones. We have Mike in North Canton. You're on the air with Roar's Nursery. Go ahead.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
Wilt-proof?
Yes.
Yesterday when I went out, the boxwoods were all covered with snow.
Yep.
And I did brush the snow off of it. Should I still be put the woodproof on today?
Yes, today, if you've got the snow off of them, I'm sure any extra moisture that was on there kind of melted off last night. And the snow's actually a blessing, but we are going to be above freezing long enough to apply wilt-proof today. So sometime this afternoon when we're above freezing, go out there, and if the snow's off those plants, which it should be by now if you brushed them off, you're going to spray that leaf down and soak that leaf completely. Just let it dry, and then you're good to go. That's exactly what it's designed to do. A great question.
Yeah, today is a good wilt-proof day.
Yes.
It's the only day.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah,
I noticed
it's
that
probably
as
the
well.
last time. Yeah,
We hear you.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yep. And
that
we
is
are
true.
right in that window. So today is a perfect day to apply it.
Okay, now what should happen if that rain does come and it doesn't dry?
It'll only take about an hour to dry. So if you get out there today, I mean, we're above.
Go now.
We're above
Yeah, it
freezing
should be good now,
already.
yeah.
So you can apply it pretty much any time from here on out. It only takes about an hour to dry on the leaf, and once it dries, it is very
It's sealed.
sealed and water resistant after that. In fact, it's fine to go through some rains and some snows and still hold up and do its job.
And if the leaves are a little bit wet now, it wouldn't matter. Because wilt-proof itself is
It's a water-based product,
Yeah,
so no, you're not going to hurt anything by putting it on now. I would definitely go ahead and apply that here this afternoon. Perfect day for it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for the call.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we are going to go to Al in Plain Township. You are on the air with Roar's Nursery. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Good
morning.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas to you guys. So I want to start with the funny, and then I'm going to end with a positive. But I did share with Pam. I never told anyone about me burying that fig tree. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fig
Yeah.
tree?
Yep.
Well, I want to tell you something. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Okay, it had to be 6 feet long, 22 inches deep, 24 inches wide.
Oh my gosh.
Now, when you get into 10, 12 inches and it's clay, you can imagine the spud bar and the digging. Okay, so when I was done, I was exhausted.
Oh yeah.
So, I want to throw this at you. My motorcycle last year, they came and picked it up, I paid for 6 months, and it was stored.
Yep.
You think you guys could start maybe getting fig trees and storing them?
There was a few years back that's a great question.
It is,
There was a few years back where we kept the greenhouse heated through the winter months, and we're storing people's larger houseplants for them or things that they didn't have room for. However, the cost of gas has gone up so exponentially. It's just not something that's a viable option for us at the nursery anymore.
Oh my gosh.
I tried on that one.
Yeah, nice try. Nice try.
That's well, I sympathize for you. That sounds like a lot of work.
Hey,
That's a labor of love.
I want to thank you guys. You know, again, I don't work for Roars. Okay, so let's get that clear. But I tell you, when I come to that nursery, everybody is always so friendly. Somebody's there to help you. The stuff is quality. It's fun to be in there. Matt, you with the pond and the floating plants, I can't wait every year to pick a couple of them, put my pond. And even them on Everhart Road, I go there and get my fertilizer because it's closer for me to drive.
Sure.
But they're wonderful there. So I just want to do a shout out to you guys. Thank you for your knowledge and for how nice you are to us. But it's a great place. You got beautiful stuff, quality stuff, and I want to thank you because it's a fun place to come and pick up your shrubs.
Amen. Amen.
That's great to hear. So we appreciate that.
We appreciate it. We sometimes as managers we hear the not good things.
Yes,
it's
that's
very
right.
nice
That's
to
right.
hear the good things as
good
well.
feedback. So thank you. We appreciate that.
But yep. So you guys have a wonderful Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas.
So all right, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Al.
Christmas,
Thank
Al.
you.
Thanks, Al.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. And let us go to Bob in North Canton. You're on the air with Roars Nursery. Go ahead.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, I have a spike plant that it's in a container. I brought it in the garage and it's still green. Should I water it or just let it go dormant? Will you think it'll grow back next spring?
It should. If your garage is heated, it definitely needs to be, I'd say about like 50-ish. I mean, at the minimum. But it will. So you just want to let it dry out. You don't need to give it too much water. But just water it periodically throughout the winter. But it will overwinter very easily.
Okay, thank you very much. That's what I wanted to know.
Perfect. Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And we will finish up with Dawn and Jackson before we take our break. You are on the air with Roars Nursery. Go ahead, Dawn.
Yeah, the wife's got one of these big poinsettia plants, and the leaves are starting to drop off of it. What's the problem?
Are they where are they dropping off, from the bottom or just kind of sporadic?
Just kind of sporadic.
Okay. So, usually that's a light issue. It might not be getting enough sunlight. So if you want to move it towards more of a sunnier area, that's usually an indication of it.
How are you watering it?
A bottle of water a day.
Oh, that's
much.
probably too much. Yes. So usually that was going to be my next question, because a lot of times when they droop and they wilt from overwatering. So they do need to dry out completely in between waterings. We actually almost let ours wilt at the nursery because they are very easy to overwater, and they don't use a lot of water, so it can sit in it pretty much. So I would allow it to dry out completely before you water it again.
Okay.
So, okay.
The wife says thank you and have
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
You too.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank
Christmas. That's good. I'm glad that he called, because that's honestly, that's the thing. You know, we have the one that you gave us,
Yes.
which it died, and I brought it back to life.
Good.
And it was beautiful. And then, it's right there.
Yeah.
And then I went away for 4 days and left it in no one's hands. And so now, but Nick rescued it this morning, and he was working on it. So it looks like it's
But yeah,
rebounded.
and that is what happens when it does get too much water. It will look almost like it needs water.
Right.
But then the
Right.
leaves kind of curl, and then they will fall off and stuff. They are very arid, dry, loving plants.
They're Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Opposite of what we have.
Yeah, exactly. Way opposite. All right, so we are going to take a break for the news. Again, you can give us a call at 330-450-1480. Send an email to pcook@whbc.com. It is Let's Grow Together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center.
Hi, it's Angie Roar with Roar's Nursery. It's officially that magical time of year, Christmas time. That's right, our Christmas shop is officially open 7 days a week at our Portage Street location, your one-stop shop for all holiday decor. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be coming to town, so be sure to check RoarsNursery.com for all upcoming events and sales. Visit us at Roar's Nursery on Portage Street and RoarsNursery.com.
Roar's Nursery, we want to be your number one nursery.
Listen to the Kenny and JT Show here on 1480 WHBC for exclusive Pro Football Hall of Famer interviews presented by Akron Auto Auction as part of the Pro Football Hall of Fame residency program. Score big with AkronAutoAuction.com, a driving force in the industry.
At Advent, nasal congestion and sinus infections can be solved with an in-office 20-minute procedure. Elsewhere, expect surgery.
Back by popular demand, pros pick DuraCube or Red Out Softener Salt as buy 12, get one free at Verndale Water Experts. Stop in or convenient home delivery available.
Verndale's Water Center.
WHBC AM Canton, reliable as ever on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
From the News Talk 1480 WHBC newsroom, Cleveland Browns linebacker Devin Bush has been found not guilty on assault and harassment charges. The case stemmed from a May incident in Pittsburgh involving his girlfriend. Bush admitted to damaging her phone during an argument but denied any physical assault. NFL says it is still reviewing the incident under its personal conduct policy, but in the eyes of the law, he has been found not guilty. President Trump is expected to sign an executive order as soon as today that would reclassify marijuana from a Schedule I drug to a Schedule III drug, one of the biggest changes to federal drug policy in decades. Schedule I is the government's strictest category, reserved for drugs with no accepted medical use and high potential for abuse like heroin and LSD. The change would not make recreational marijuana legal at the federal level, but it could open the door for more medical research and lower taxes for state-licensed marijuana businesses. In sports, the Plain Local Schools are expected to approve at their board meeting Monday night the hiring of Matt Dennison as the new high school football coach. He's leaving Canton South to replace Scott Garcia, who is retiring. Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Bulls last night, 127-111. Bulls will come to Cleveland tomorrow night. For News Talk 1480 WHBC, I'm Pam Cook.
Your severe weather station, News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Your AccuWeather forecast. Today, expect thick cloud cover and a rise in wind speeds with rain showers possible later in the day. The temperature will reach a high of 53 tonight. It will remain cloudy and breezy. Patchy fog may limit visibility in the evening with periods of rain turning into a few flurries late. Be cautious of rapidly dropping temperatures with a low of 28. Tomorrow morning could see a few flurries, then it will be mostly cloudy, windy, and colder. The high will be around 36 degrees, but temperatures will drop into the mid-20s. With the AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back to Let's Grow Together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center. Matt and Rachel are here. We're taking your calls at 330-450-1480. You can also email me at pcook@whbc.com. Lots of good questions so far today, right?
It's been a great morning.
Yes. It has been. So what else do we want to chat about today?
Well, we do have, I did want to mention gift cards and gift certificates.
Okay,
That is just one of those, if you need a last minute gift or whatever. And a lot of times, it is a gift that somebody can buy a tree or something for their new house in the spring.
They can just come get all their flowers.
It's a nice, or mulch or, anything like that. So that's kind of one of the,
That's a great idea.
Last minute things.
And sometimes there's this thought about, oh, well, it's a gift
In
card.
person.
There was no thought put behind it. Sometimes a gift like that.
I love getting gift cards.
So
you know,
you
yeah.
could take that gift card, and like I worked with a few people this last couple of weeks here. There was somebody that wanted to get a memorial tree. Of course, you're not going to go out and plant that right now.
Right.
I said, and he had mentioned, he's like, well, I really just feel like this is kind of like a little bit of a cop out. I'm like, don't feel that way.
Yeah.
Because you can take pictures of a dogwood and a red bud, print those out, put them in that card with that. So it shows the thought that you actually put in behind that gift card. But the customer's going to get exactly what they want. They're not going to have a tree that doesn't fit their space because they're going to come in, they're going to work with us, and we're going to walk them through that process step by step so they get something that's going to work in that area.
That's a great idea. I mean, and honestly, even if you say, okay, I'm going to get, a gift card so that they can go buy their spring flowers, just write something in the card saying,
right.
Here's to, hope of spring and, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I can make it kind of, clever that way. So, but,
I like it. I like that
and we
idea.
still have a lot of poinsettias, and we have sold out of our Christmas cactus though. I think there's one left, but
because
they
that's
went
the
quick.
easy one, right?
They are very easy. Yes, they're very easy. Yeah,
Still
so
got a few cyclamen.
Yes, cyclamen, and those are one of those ones they'll go for, and we might get those again, like maybe around
New Year's.
Valentine's Day.
Yes,
what's that one?
What's the next
The
one?
one in February.
In February.
But because they do bloom a long time, so
Okay.
they're a really nice long bloomer, and they have like a really cute heart-shaped leaf, and a really interesting bloom to them. So
And if you're doing, here's another thought: if you're doing the gift card, every purchase is getting a free poinsettia, so the poinsettia can go out with the gift card, so it's kind of a combo.
That's it. Done.
Yep.
Done.
Also wanted to mention our wreaths, live wreaths, the swags, the pine roping, all that stuff's 50% off. So if there's some last minute decoration you want to do, it's a way to do it on the cheap.
yeah, and the greens are kind of nice too. I like to kind of like this week do like a little arrangement for the table or something like that, just because it'll last. They last a little bit shorter in the house. So,
And if you hang them outside, like if you bought a wreath for outside, they'll
Yep.
last. They can,
especially if you use wilt proof on it too.
Yeah.
It'll last well into the new year.
Yeah.
So I've had it to be green and be throwing them out.
If you took Christmas lights down, you could still have a pretty winter wreath up, right?
Yeah, I like to. I usually just take the bow off, and it's just still winter.
Just some
it's not
greenery.
Christmas anymore. It's
Yeah.
just still winter.
Yeah,
So.
that's awesome. There's so many good ideas.
Yes.
Good ideas.
Yeah, and we do custom bows. So if you have
Yeah,
a
you guys
have a
have
gift
ribbon.
or
You have so much
crazy
ribbon.
amount of
Ribbon for days.
Yes,
Ribbon for days. Yes.
a lot of different kinds of stuff. It's hard to find. I mean,
It
there
is
used to be
hard
a
to
lot
find.
more craft stores and stuff around that had good ribbon, and I don't know, but and it's a good price too. So
And if you've never made a bow, I have an appreciation for what those girls are able to do because I
can make them in my
make
sleep.
a bow. My bow,
Are
not
you
good.
taking the bow making class?
I have, and there's just certain things I'm not going to be good at.
Can you
come to
tie a
accept
tie?
that. I can tie a tie.
That's good. Very good.
yeah.
Speaking of classes, Rachel, you guys do classes. You did some really good ones.
We did. We did a wreath making class and then a greens class to where kind of show you how we do like our pots for the your planters.
Yeah.
You kind of switch them out for the winter and that kind of stuff. So we
Yeah,
did
you guys will
those,
help
and we
people
will
with that too.
throughout
That's the other
yeah.
thing.
100%.
Yep. Yeah. And I mean it's kind of towards the end now, but you can always bring your pots in. And we do that in the spring too. A lot of times, custom containers.
And the
it'll be here
greenhouse
soon.
was so warm yesterday.
Yeah, that
it
when the
was
sun's
so
out,
nice to
it's-
be out there inside that greenhouse and the smells and
we
it was
do
good.
keep it heated all winter, so it is one of those things. A lot of times I'll be in there in the winter, and some people just come in just to get
Warm.
a fix. Yeah, because it's nice and it's really warm in there, and it feels good. So.
Yeah, that's great. That's the thing too. When the sun shines in this kind of weather, even like when you're in your car, if it's coming in
You
and
feel that?
oh
It
man,
makes such a difference.
It makes you feel
Yeah.
like oh yay.
And the dogs find it, and they lay out in
Yeah,
it. in the sun.
yeah. I love all that. I love all that stuff. So, is there anything for winter? I mean, you were talking about snow plows and things like that.
So we're still taking snowplow counts at the
Mm-hmm.
nursery. We have people calling, especially with this last storm we had. It was kind of a wet, heavy snow, and they may have shoveled that first one a month ago, and they're like, I don't want to do this all winter.
Mm-hmm.
Call us. You would call the Everhard location, the 330-492-1243, and we've got guys and girls that work down there that'll send somebody out, take a look at your house, give you an estimate on it. We flag it. And let it be our problem this winter, not yours. And we had a few people actually give that as a gift, and that's an awesome gift.
There you go.
Awesome gift.
That is an awesome
Especially every
gift.
time they see you pull up.
They're like, yes,
Oh, yeah.
just keeps giving and giving. Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. That is an awesome gift. I never even really thought about that, for a gift. But see, it's thinking about people and helping them,
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
being
Right.
thoughtful.
Yeah.
Right?
Just like with my dad. I know he doesn't want to go buy himself. He'll buy himself everything, but he won't spend money on shoes. I'm like, Dad, get good shoes.
Get
You know
good
what? You're not going to
shoes.
do it. We're going to do it for you.
There you go. See, that's what happens.
We like to try to do practical Christmas sometimes and do stuff that we're going to use and that's needed and then some fun stuff too.
So there'll be many times when I ask for something practical,
Yeah.
just because it's like, I don't want to
But not a vacuum.
That.
Yeah, I do
But not
remember
a
my
vacuum.
dad
Not a
giving my mom a laundry basket one year that did not go well.
A laundry basket.
Oh, yeah. She kind of
Oh.
looked at him and gave him that cross-eyed look. I'm like, there's going to be trouble here this morning.
That's not good. My mom and I were just talking about how my dad, in his later years, and he was home, and he asked for a toaster, a coffee maker, and bowls to heat his soup in the microwave. And she was like, "Really? That's what you want for Christmas?" He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
because that was
practical.
his daily routine of making some toast and making some coffee."
Well, and then
and-
every time he uses it every morning, he thinks of that exchange.
That's right. And it's brand new and enjoyable. And
I
all
got
that
another
good
one. I
stuff.
remember one other year he bought her a gun case, a plastic gun case for Christmas. Had it all wrapped up. She opened it up and looked at him, but then she opened up. He's like, "Well, you got to open it up, see what's inside." And there was bracelets and necklaces and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh man, I thought we were gonna have a repeat of the laundry basket."
Better not be a gun inside.
So, no, I think he learned after the laundry basket.
Like, how can I one up this?
That's so
Make
funny.
it, but that's cute.
funny. I love it though. See,
is.
so
I like
you-
stuff like that.
that's where you get your
I learned by watching
creativity.
him.
Yes, you watch. You found out what was going to be detrimental,
Right.
and what wasn't going to work. Yes, 330-450-1480. If you want to give a call, please do. We'd love to hear from you. Matt and Rachel will be able to answer your questions. And like I said, you can always email me, pcook@whbc.com. And again, if you know somebody, and if you know a neighbor or, just an elderly person that needs help with the snow plowing stuff, that's just a nice thing to do.
It really
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that.
The gift that gives all winter.
That's right. How, what are we looking at as far as winter, like how busy on the plow do you think you're going to be? Does it seem like it's been
seems
kind
like
of
so.
quiet?
I've been plowing for 28 years, and I can never remember a time where we have done this much plowing this early.
Okay.
So we've gotten cold before. We've had some snows pre-Christmas, but for the most part,
is weird to have
it
that
doesn't
much.
stick around this time of year.
Yeah.
And this year it has. So if I look at all the rain and moisture that we generally get in January, and sometimes it's rain, sometimes it's snow, if we keep this continued cold pattern, I think we're going to have quite it this year.
Yeah. Wow.
So-
That's.
It would be a good year to let somebody else do it.
I like that. I like that idea. And that is something that I believe the Almanac was right about that too, saying that not as much cold, but extra snow, which I'm fine with.
I am too, especially with as dry as we had it and everything. It will help insulate and give some
Protect
moisture.
the plants.
Yeah.
Yes, it's actually a blessing, even though it makes it a pain sometimes.
Yeah.
It's so
protects
peaceful
the
and
plants.
it's warmer out when it's snowing. I don't like when the wind hurts my
right.
face.
Me either. Ugh, the cold stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? I'm still so mad because of the snow that fell on all those leaves.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
know. Mine aren't going to get. I just kind of accepted the fact that that's probably not getting cleaned up till spring.
I
That's
know.
the way it's going to be.
It's depressing. It's depressing.
It gives me something to do in March, I guess. Get out there early and
Well,
get
if
on
it
it.
stays, if those leaves would, because the snow melted pretty much off of them, if they would just dry up a little bit so I could blow them easier, I'd get out there and do it in the front of my house because that's where my Christmas, decorations are and things. And I
got mine blowed out the last time it melted off. Out into the yard, away from the house, away from the flower beds, but I did not get them cleaned up.
Yeah, the yard, mine. If I go in the yard, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah,
I just want them out of the
next
bed.
year. Yeah.
So the decorations show up and all that kind of good stuff. All right, we're going to take our final break this morning, our final break of 2025.
Wow.
And we'll be back with Let's Grow Together, Roar's Nursery and Garden Center.
STIHL deals are happening now. From instant savings on select power tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery sets, you can enjoy great deals and do it all with STIHL battery. For more details, shop online or in-store at your local STIHL dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only on select items at participating dealers while supplies last.
Visit Bears Lawn and Garden in North Canton or call 330-499-4544 for STIHL deals.
Hello, it's Craig Sanders from Progressive Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Massillon. Listen to this Progressive Power Buy.
During the Wrap Up the Year sales event, everybody can get massive discounts whether you have a trade-in or not. Buy a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 and take $17,000 off MSRP with trade-in match cash. Or get $15,000 off MSRP without a trade. Choose the new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited 4x4 and take $13,000 off MSRP with trade-in match cash. And if you don't have a trade, that's no problem at all. You can still get $11,000 off MSRP. Search our entire inventory now at ProgressiveJeep.com.
Shop Progressive Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Massillon.
Call 833-853-2976 for details. Stock numbers D26045 and D25693. MSRP $61,445 and $52,110. Offers end upon sale of eligible vehicles.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PIPE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Picture this. You're on a date, and then bad breath happens. Confidence gone. Here's the truth. Most gums and mints are just bad breath Band-Aids, but not Zellman's Minty Mouth. The functional breath freshener you swallow. Tiny dual-action capsules with mint on the outside, parsley seed oil inside, clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. It's only available online. Go to Zellmans.com, Z-E-L-M-I-N-S, Zellmans.com, code FRESH for 15% off.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
House of Spuds, where you build your own potato. Start with the perfect base, a hot, fluffy potato, baked low and slow. Then it's your line, your choices, your creation. Pick your protein, smoked chicken, pulled pork, or brisket. Add your toppings, mac and cheese, fresh veggies, melted cheeses, sauces that drip, drizzle, or smother. Every potato is built right in front of you. Fast, fresh, loaded. House of Spuds in Canton. Custom potatoes crafted your way.
Hungry for the perfect baked potato? House of Spuds has you covered. Fluffy, perfectly baked potatoes ready to be loaded with toppings of your desire. Don't miss out on a quick, flavorful lunch option at House of Spuds. Right now, snag a $50 House of Spuds gift certificate for just $25 exclusively at 330deals.com. Get in on the half-price hookup before they're gone. Visit 330deals.com today.
We are back. Let's Grow Together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center, our weekly call-in show. And, of course, you can find us live on Facebook, live on our YouTube, and we appreciate everybody who has tuned in. I mentioned it's our final break till of the year, because when we come back, it'll be 2026.
Yeah, that sounds so weird.
It
I feel like I
does
just got
sound
used to writing 2025.
2025. Me too. I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And we've been just talking about, we had a lot of great calls in the beginning. If you still have some time, if you want to call in and chat for a minute, 330-450-1480. But, when we look at getting ready, you guys have sales all the time. And this is like the perfect time to just jump in there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get a great deal right now.
Yeah, ours, most, I think, the Christmas stuff, we are doing kind of different things here and there, but they're 30% off Christmas items and stuff. And then the greens are 50% off. And then after Christmas, we do a 50% off Christmas, like the day after. And really until we pack everything up, it's about a couple weeks or so into the new year. But it's a great way to just kind of get some stuff for next year, ornaments or.
Well, and when you're together with family, like if you're one of the that gets, a different ornament for each kid each year, when you're together, stories will be talked about and ideas will be had, and just, jot that down and say, oh yeah, that was funny. This happened this year about this. Let me see if I can find that ornament. And a lot of times you can get it at half off and you already have it for the next season.
That's awesome. I think that's a fabulous idea, because
pack it up and then be like,
I got this. I did that last year with wrapping paper and bags, and
that's a good idea.
All that kind of stuff was on sale, and and when I pulled the box out this year, I was like, oh,
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready. I have everything.
Get it. Yeah,
and I forgot. I totally did forget about it.
Yeah,
so.
That's kind of fun, that forgetting about that. And then it's a surprise.
So once we get into January, you're going to tell us more about some of the things that you're looking forward to. Any sneak previews you can give us? Any little bit?
There's
nothing yet.
Okay, I'll give you one here. There's a new hydrangea came out. So Proven Winners is a plant breeder, and they've been around for a very, very long time, and probably one of the most successful marketing plant breeders out there. One of the new releases they have is a new hydrangea. Now, there's an old hydrangea called Annabelle. It gets this big white round snowball flower on it. The problem is when it would rain and would get wet and heavy, they would flop over.
Okay.
There has been a lot of improvements in panicula and other specific varieties of hydrangea, but not in the arborescens family. There is a new one coming out for spring called Stormproof.
Oh, that's a cool name.
That's great. That's great.
So it better hold up to the.
No, and it does. So the cool thing about getting to do some traveling when we do our buying and stuff like that is I get to talk to breeders, get to meet managers, heads of growers. And I was talking with a gentleman up at Willoway earlier this summer at one of the meetings we had up there. And he said he got to go to a test garden because he's like, oh, they got this new hydrangea. I'm like, oh, another new one. Great.
Yeah.
There's only so many that we can carry. He's
Yeah.
like, no, this is one you absolutely want to get your hands on. And so I started looking for it in August and September before everybody else knew what it was.
Mhm.
And I was able to make sure that we have that coming in for spring next year.
That's great. Stormproof. Remember that. Write
Stormproof.
that down, everyone. Remember that. All right, let's go back to the phones. We have Rose and Bolivar. You are on the air with Rose. Go ahead.
Good morning, Rose.
Morning.
I never got my garlic in before the snow hit. Is it too late to plant it now if the ground thaws some?
No, actually, no. It would be perfect to do it. Yeah, if the ground, which I think you might be able to work it today. So, it would be a good idea to do it as soon as you could.
What happens if she can't?
Yeah, and actually, if you can't, actually, you could do it, start it in a pot, and then plant it in the spring. Just kind of
So
start
if
it
you
in
go
the
out
dirt.
there and the
But
ground's too frozen, you can't get it done, there are some other options.
yes, but yeah, you should be able to
Get it
get
in
it in.
today.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll try to work the soil today. Thank you very much.
You're
Very
welcome.
good.
Thank you. Thanks for the call.
Thanks.
So,
Thanks,
yeah.
Rose. Merry Christmas. Oh, I didn't mean. I hung up on her. She was being nice back.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
But yeah, you could start that in a pot. And,
Here I go.
so-
I had no idea.
So
So tell me
just
the
kinda like a
process
bulb.
about garlic. I know Al is the king of garlic.
Yes, yeah. I
So-
mean, I've really have only ever done a few. I know that there's like a lot to it. There's spring garlic, there's fall garlic that you can plant. Most of it that here is you can plant it in fall.
Okay.
You do want to allow it to go through a couple seasons, and as I guess it would just be the stalk gets kind of thick. You allow it to go dormant, like you would a tulip or a daffodil or anything like that. And when the greenery is all brown, that's when you can pull it up. And usually the bigger stalk is the indication that you got a full clove down there. So
Okay.
that's you just kind of want to give them a couple years to kind of establish.
Wow.
And
So if you're thinking about garlic, Better start thinking about it now.
Yeah,
right?
and we carry some in the spring as well, like like a spring set of it. And I believe that's more of like an annual kind that's a little bit and it's a little bit smaller of a bulb.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the one I've always messed with and done is the fall garlic.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But it is a perennial, and then you can just break up those cloves and plant them, and then you'll have more.
Wow. See? Yeah. Okay. Well, I've never attempted because I have trouble with basil for crying out loud.
It's very easy actually. There's a lot of wild garlic and stuff that grows. Basil's
one of the hardest
ones.
So you have a problem, but it's not an uncommon
It's not
problem.
unusual?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, garlic's a lot easier. So.
I just, at one point, one summer, this is when I lived over on Perry Drive, I had purchased, a great basil plant, and it became enormous. And it must have obviously just been the conditions on my back patio. And
perfect summer.
It was perfect. Everything was perfect. And it was like, I could barely use it fast enough.
Wow.
It was so big. And the leaves were just giant. And it was
awesome.
And that never happened again.
That's actually one thing I wanted to kind of do for like next year and stuff is talk about a lot of different varieties of basil.
Okay.
There is one that, there's one that's called Perpetuo basil. It's a variegated one, so it's really pretty, but it tastes so good and it doesn't flower. So it takes a long time to flower, I should say. Like it doesn't bolt really quick like other basils. But it's very tough. And I used it all throughout the season. But I've been kind of wanting to experiment with different varieties.
Help me.
So, but yeah, that is a very good one. And it tastes really good too.
So when you had yours, was it in a planter or in the ground?
It was in a pot.
Okay. So I think a lot of people do them in the container.
They do a lot better in a container because you can control the environment and they do like to dry out. And
I've never had soil good enough at any home I've lived in. That's the clay is so
you have to add good stuff to that, especially with ants.
It was just easier to, and like I said, it was a giant and it grew so big, but I've had some success since then.
We'll have to get you that variegated one in the spring.
Let's do it,
one,
and we'll take a test. I can video its progress, and everybody can see. Put it on social media. All right, well, we're going to wrap things up for 2025 with our friends from Roars. You guys have a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2026.
Sounds great.
See you then.
Hi, it's Angie Rohr with Rohr's Nursery. It's officially that magical time of year, Christmas time. That's right, our Christmas shop is officially open 7 days a week at our Portage Street location. Your one-stop shop for all holiday decor. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be coming to town, so be sure to check RoarsNursery.com for all upcoming events and sales. Visit us at Rohr's Nursery on Portage Street and RoarsNursery.com.
Rohr's Nursery, we want to be your number one nursery.
Nearly 100 Stark County football players made it to the NFL, and 5 returned home to live in football immortality. The Pro Football Hall of Fame invites you to celebrate Stark County Proud, an immersive new exhibit honoring our community's place in football history. From local high school fields to NFL stadiums, our community's legacy shines in every corner of this exhibit. Don't miss Stark County Proud, opening December 19th at the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select power tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery sets, you can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel Battery. For more details, shop online or in-store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only on select items of participating dealers while supplies last.
Visit Bears Lawn and Garden in North Canton or call 330-499-4544 for Steel deals.
Want to get smarter with your money in 2025? You've got to try Upside. Upside is a free app that gives you cash back. Turn your daily commute, your next grocery run, or your next restaurant meal into cash back. You can earn an average 8% cash back on grocery and dining. That's on top of other credit card rewards.
I started using the app in January, and I've almost made $100. I'm estimating by the end of year I'll make between $200 to $300.
I get cash back at all my regular spots, and when I discover new stores and restaurants.
To me, Upside is the best cashback app out there. I get exclusive deals and discounts that reward me with real cash.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill up your gas tank. Stock up on groceries or grab a meal from your favorite restaurant. And right now, use promo code CHIPS25